Hello, everybody. How you doing? It is what time, Tom?
It's about 3:30.
3:30 here, so that means it's morning time wherever you are. And we are in Cape Verde, correct?
Yes, we are.
And how long have we been cruising so far?
10 days. Let me get the answers right. So we're
Right.
all right. We got about 5 days to go. We're going to visit another one of the Cape Verde Islands tomorrow, and then it's on to a couple days at sea, and then we'll get to Ghana on the 11th.
Right. And we're going to call this our midway review, though it's really not midway. But we've been at sea for the last 2 days. And when we got on the ship, we were at sea for
2 days.
2 days. So as far as visiting islands and things, it is the middle part of it. And we have visited, other than Cape Verde, 2 other islands since we last spoke. And since Tom is the keeper of the names, go ahead.
No, we spent some time, as you saw in our earlier video, in Madeira, and now we've gone to the Canary Islands, stopped in 3 different places: Arrecife, Tenerife, and Las Palmas, and spent some time on each of those. We went on a tour one day to the hills on Las Palmas, to a couple little towns nearby. Chris has put some pictures up on that.
It's the one with the church pictures. The first church was a beautiful, beautiful church. The second church was, Tom went inside. I was kind of churched out. And sometimes the days get long, so I was kind of tired that day. But go ahead.
It was as I was talking with one of the folks who was on the tour with us, a very Catholic church, because those of you who are Catholic know that on altarpieces, some of the Catholic churches you may go to they're very ornate, and supposedly at this particular church where they built it, it was in a pine forest where a girl had seen one of the saints in a tree, and so they decided to build a basilica there, and it's now the patron saint of the island of Las Palmas, Canaries.
They were getting ready for a festival.
Yes. But everything was silver. The whole altarpiece was silver. Very impressive, to say the least.
Right, and it was a beautiful island also. And after that, we went to.
We headed here.
Oh, what was the one that wasn't so beautiful?
That was the first or second.
See, the problem is there are beautiful islands. Madeira, as you saw in the picture, is beautiful. The one after that, between Tenerife and Madeira, it was really Arrecife was really a volcanic island, and it looked like the volcano happened last year. Oh no!
Well, and they don't get a lot of rain, so it's like the American Southwest, where I lived in Barstow, California. It's desert. Some of it's high desert, some of it's low desert, but it's just dry, and they don't get a lot of rain there. And that's part of the problem too, with the population growth and tourists that come down. They're trying to figure out where to get more rain, or more water, I should say. They found out where to get power. They've got windmills on the hillsides that get constant wind, so those are moving, making power. But it's still a question of having enough water to irrigate crops, to eat and drink, and everything else that's on the island.
And they still have wineries and things like that. And it's funny, you pull into the ports, and sometimes if you don't venture out, you assume that's what the island is about. And as I was talking about this one that was very dark because of the volcanic rock. And from what I saw, I thought, oh, this is not even really a place that I want to visit. But a friend that I made named Boris on the ship, who talks like this, Boris talks just like his name sounds, he went on an excursion that took him to a volcano. And he said it was the most beautiful thing that he'd ever seen. You could actually pick up the sand, and the sand is still not just warm, it's still hot. And he showed me a video of them pouring water on the sand and spouts of steam shooting up from it. So I guess a lot of them, if you venture out further, there are truly beautiful things to see.
I ventured the other way. I did some kayaking out in the Mediterranean with a group of folks. We went out to a fish farm. The reason we kayaked out there is the fish farm attracts turtles and dolphin, so we were looking for those, and did find some dolphin around in the water, and even jumping out of the water nearby us. Turtles were harder to find. We did do some snorkeling nearby. The bottom is, I don't know, about 35, 40 feet down, but it's all rock, solid rock, because of the volcanoes. It's just basalt or magma that's run out into the ocean there and sort of made a ledge. But it was still, the water wasn't too bad. It wasn't that cold. It was nice. And a few fish were still around that hadn't been chased away by the dolphins, so it was fun to just snorkel around a little.
And since I'm not a swimmer, I chose not to go on that excursion with Tom, and I stayed on board. My plan was to really kind of stay on board all day. Being from a small town in Texas, I was nervous about going into that world alone and getting lost and missing the ship. You know, I had that whole horror story written out in my mind, but I ran into a beautiful, nice lady named Diana, and she was from London, and her husband was stuck in his room because he was having hip problems, and she had the same story in her mind, and we decided we're going to face that fear together, and we went out on the island, and we had an amazing time. The only thing that slowed it down a little bit, it did start raining, but her and I, we had a truly, truly amazing time on the island.
And they bought me a new Panama hat, so I can now protect my face and look stylish while I do it. So that was good. Appreciate that.
And I don't think since we started this, where we're at today is Cape Verde.
And you can see the hills behind us, sort of.
I'll help you see the hills behind us. That's one of them. And then to the side of us, if we get past the ship.
Silver Seas Whisper is right next to us today, so there's two of us in the harbor.
Right, I think you can see the land. If you can't, I will add, I'm adding pictures to wherever I post the video.
Tomorrow we're going to another one of the Cape Verde Islands,
right?
And we're going to go out into the island and see a little more of it ourselves. Well, it's more of a driving tour, but we're going to go to a banana plantation, and also we're going to do some cooking there. We're going to do something with couscous, local couscous. I don't know what it is, but we'll see. We'll let you know if it's worthwhile.
And some follow-up things about our last video. Tom and I mentioned the different restaurants, and I gave them credit for what we thought was wrong by telling you that they just got out of dry dock, so therefore some things were behind. Well, I will say, now that the cruise is going, the food has been outstanding. Last night I had roast beef, Yorkshire pudding, and some vegetables, and the roast beef was delicious.
I tasted it. I had something else totally different. I had a lot of raw hamashi with some, then I had some pasta, which was good also. But I also want to note that, this is a health and wellness cruise. I have been getting up to, on some mornings, we breathe for half an hour. The other one, you breathe or you skip the breathing and you just do some yoga for half an hour and stretching and that sort of thing. The other day, that we had a 45-minute instead of a regular 30-minute class, and boy, oh boy, did I get overstretched. I was not walking well yesterday because of that. But today it felt better, so we're back into it. Did the stretching again today. So hopefully we'll do more tomorrow.
So Tom has been waking up at 7 o'clock in the morning to go breathe. I tell him as I'm breathing in bed, just bring me a donut back when you come back, and I'll wake up then. I don't need to wake up at 7 to go and breathe. I'm breathing fine for now.
Okay.
But other than that, we're going to give you an update. Our next update will probably be at home in Pittsburgh to give you our final
we'll give you
thoughts.
one at sea too. What the heck?
Oh, that's right, because we do have 2 days at sea. And also, just in closing, on the cruises that we've been on in the past, I don't know if it's because of the crowd or the age, we made friends, but this one there's a new breath in the social aspect of the cruise. I mean, there's not a part of the ship that we can't go through now that someone is not saying, "Hey Tom," or "Hey Chris." We play trivia. In fact, yesterday, our friend Dominique, who's French, she's married to Jack, who's 90 years old, and he swims every day. She answered a question in trivia that we had no clue. And the question was, what do you call a group of porcupine? And it's called a
Prickle.
prickle.
And she knew it.
And she knew it.
But we still lost.
Right, we still lost. Our scores were better. My answer was, I would call a group of porcupine dangerous.
I liked it.
Right. But other than that, that's all we got for you. I hope you enjoyed the pictures. I hope you enjoyed the updates. We will give you another one. And as I said in the last one, get out and cruise. See the world if you can. There's beautiful places, beautiful people, and it's a fantastic thing, huh?
I think we've had fun so far.
Yeah, we've had fun.
Too good.
So y'all have a great day, guys. You got anything in closing, Tom?
No. I'm going to go down and get changed so I can go to the gym and get on the treadmill.
And while
I'm going to lose some weight.
He's going to lose some weight. I'm losing weight. oh, Ozempic.
Yeah.
No. Anyway, guys, y'all have a great day. Bye.